Hello, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Shannon and I am here in beautiful Cozumel, Mexico, and the sun is coming up, and I thought we would do a short energizing practice. So as you can see, I'm sitting here on my knees, but feel free to sit cross-legged if that is more comfortable for you. But we are going to start here with our eyes closed, noticing how we feel physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, with no judgment. Relaxing our shoulders and our face. And let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. So inhaling through our nose, really fill up your belly, your chest, and your throat. Holding it at the top and sighing it out. Let's do that twice more. Deep inhale in. Sighing it out. Last time. Releasing anything you're ready to let go of. Now let's slide our hands closer to our hips as we pull our elbows back, tucking our chin, breathing into the back of our neck. And then start slowly moving your head right and left. Noticing how your neck feels, this place where we often hold a lot of tension. At least I do. Now we'll bring our head up to center. We're going to relax our hands at our sides and do a few big shoulder rolls. So just really noticing how this rotation in your spine feels as you bring your shoulders up and back. You can get a nice bend in your elbows if you'd like. Any kind of rotation or twist is very energizing for our bodies. Let's do 2 more. Now we're going to head into tabletop pose. So let's come on all fours with our hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. We're going to do 3 cat-cows with a rotation involved. So we're going to bring our hips to the right as we arch our back, looking up, and then we will round our back as we come to the left. Do 2 more of these, pulling in our belly as we round our back. Let's switch directions, bringing our hips to the left, pulling in that belly as we round, arching, looking up as we inhale. We'll do 1 more. Now we'll pause and center with this little arch in our back, pulling in our bellies. We're going to extend our right arm forward and our left leg back. Flexing our foot, pushing our heel back as we reach our fingers forward. Feeling this nice stability here. And then we'll slowly bend that knee, reaching our right arm back to find our foot. You can grab anywhere on your foot. You can raise your leg a little bit higher if you'd like, but you shouldn't have any pain in your back. We're going to pause here for 3 breaths. And then slowly release. Let's do that on the other side. So reaching our left arm up, right leg is back, flexing our foot, reaching our heel back. This is good for the little muscles in our spine called the multifidi, which give us stability. And then we'll slowly bend that knee, reaching back for our foot. Taking 3 breaths here. You can have a micro bend in your right elbow so you're not hyperextending, which I tend to do a lot. And release. Let's tuck our toes, bringing our fingers a little bit forward of our shoulders. We're going to come up into a downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out your feet, looking right and left. And then when you're ready, get a little bend in your knees as you really press through the base of your fingers, reaching your chest towards your thighs, curling your tailbone up as you extend your legs, reaching your heels towards the mat. Let's take 3 breaths here. Now we'll reach our right leg up, bending our knee, opening up our hips, stacking our right hip over our left, looking under our right arm. Pausing here, feeling this nice expansion and extension. Maybe you feel a little stretching in your calf muscle. Now we'll lift that left leg up as we bring our right foot in between our hands into this runner's lunge. So let's move a little bit forwards and backwards here. Feet can be hip width distance apart. Now we'll find a little stillness with our knee over our ankle. We're going to plant our left arm, reaching our right arm up, engaging our left glute muscles as we press our left heel back. And then slowly lower that back knee. Top of the foot is on the mat. We're going to gather our balance so we can come up, reaching our right hand back towards our left thigh as our left arm comes up into this gentle twist and extension of our spine. You can sink your hips down. I'm giving my thigh a little squeeze here. And you can also shut your eyes to try your balance out here. I'm feeling a little wobbles, but that's okay. And then we'll slowly cartwheel our arms back to frame our foot so we can go back into downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Now let's lift that left leg up, bending our knees, stacking our hips once again, feeling that expansion as we press through the base of our fingers. And then we'll lift that heel up as we bring the left leg forward into that runner's lunge on the other side. Finding that movement here. Feeling this nice stretch in our psoas muscle on the right, our hip flexor. Now let's press that right heel back as we plant our right hand down, reaching our left arm up into this twist. Again, extending your heel back as you squeeze your right leg muscles. And then we'll drop that back knee down. Top of the foot is on the mat as we slowly come up and back, grabbing our right thigh with our left hand as our right arm comes up, sinking down, feeling like you're pulling your legs together to get that stability here. And slowly release. We're going to frame our foot again so we can bring that left foot back into a downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Now let's bend our knees looking forward. You can walk your feet to your hand, or you can do a little hop to the front of the mat, coming into a forward fold. You can keep your hands on the mat, or if you'd like, you can grab your elbows, doing a little bit of a dangling pose, really letting your body and your head hang heavy. Now make sure your feet are about shoulder length distance apart. We're going to bend our knees, sweeping our arms up, coming into a chair pose. So your weight is in your heels, reaching your fingers away, pulling in your belly. Maybe you can lift your toes up And then we'll bring our hands to heart center and turn to the right, placing your left elbow on your right thigh into this twist. And then let's slowly place our hands back on the mat, coming into a forward fold. Once again, feel free to do dangling pose or find a little stillness here. Knees can always be bent as much as you need. Now we'll bend those knees, coming back up into that chair pose, reaching our arms up, pulling in our belly. Weight is in our heels. Now we'll bring our hands back to heart center, turning to the left, placing our right elbow on our left thigh, getting this nice little rotation here, keeping our knees in line with each other so your right knee isn't coming backwards. And then back into a forward fold. Let's bend one knee at a time. And then we're going to slowly come all the way down on our bottom, coming into a boat pose. So we're going to keep that arch in our back, engaging our stomach muscles, lifting our legs up, pausing here. Now you can keep your hands on the back of your thighs, or you can reach your hands forward. Maybe you want to lower down a little bit, but keep your face relaxed. And then we'll slowly come all the way down on our backs, placing our right foot on our left thigh. Let's pull our legs towards our chest, getting a nice stretch here, pressing your tailbone down so your back is flat on the mat. And then we'll slowly switch legs, pulling that leg in. And let's take one hand on each knee, doing a few little circles. And circles the other way. And then we'll give our entire body a squeeze here by grabbing our elbows. Once again, pressing your tailbone down, flattening your back as you squeeze your knees in. Now you can place your feet flat on the mat, turning on your side to get up, or you can grab the back of your thighs and do a few little rolls here to roll yourself up to a seated pose. Let's place our hands at heart center and do 3 more deep breaths here. Full breath in, sigh it out. Another breath in. Last time, make this the deepest breath of the day. This time, let's hold it at the top and sigh it out. Let's take a moment here to give ourselves gratitude for showing up today to practice. The light in me honors the light in you, and together here now and always, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today to practice. I hope to see you again soon.